This is Michael Orrell of MobileBurn.com, and today I have with me the new Pantech C820 Matrix Pro. This is the spiritual follow-up of the Duo that came out back in late 2007, even though it bears the same name as the Matrix feature phone that AT&T is currently offering. You can see the Matrix Pro is a dual slider, just like the Duo and Matrix. This one runs Windows Mobile Standard version 6.1 for its operating system. And it has a pretty nice feature set in terms of messaging, but it's a little bit lacking when it comes to other features. Like this is an old 2 megapixel camera, no autofocus, no flash, anything like that. So it's not too compelling as a multimedia device, but it really is good when it comes to messaging. The keyboard on the Matrix Pro is a vast improvement over that of the Duo that was out before. These are no longer rubber keys or whatever they have. They're hard, they have a nice solid click to them. It still has the same kind of 3-row layout that causes some compromises to be taken. You can see the space bar is located between the B and the V keys, which isn't something you would normally see on a keyboard, like on your desktop PC, but even with those compromises, it still works really well. And the regular alphanumeric keypad also works pretty well, in spite of the fact that it's perfectly flat. It's a lot more convenient for one-handed messaging with T9 predictive text or whatever like that. And, if you wanted to go into the two-handed mode, then you've always got that option, which is one of the great things about the whole dual slider design. Physically, it's a pretty good looking device. It has a nice shiny plastic surface on it and a metal finish around the outside of the front, kind of like the original Motorola Pebble, if you've ever seen that. The back panel is a more conventional paint, also glossy, but it doesn't show fingerprints too badly because of the fact that it's kind of a more medium color than just black or white would be. Over here we have the proprietary, sadly, Pantech port for USB cables and charging and headsets and stuff like that, and there's no 3.5mm headphone jack on this device, unfortunately. Shutter button for the camera. D-pad's nice and large, doesn't spin even though it looks like it might. Dedicated home and back keys here, and then the call keys are at the bottom and 2 soft keys up above it. Work pretty well. On the other side here we have the record button just like the Duo did, but in this case, instead of activating the recorder by default, it brings up voice dialing or the quick list for turning off the phone, changing profiles, things like that. Volume control over here. The micro SD HC card slot is located at the bottom of the device. I've got an 8 gig card in there right now. It doesn't come with a card though. You can see on the QWERTY keyboard there's also soft keys right here in this corner and this corner as well. So overall, it's a really nice design. It's unfortunate it has that proprietary Pantech connector, but otherwise I really have few complaints. Take a quick look at the user interface on the Matrix Pro. You can see it's standard Windows Mobile 6.1, has the sliding panels interface, which is good for going through your appointments or messaging. You see I have voicemail, no new text messages, no new multimedia messages, and no new email. They all show up as they come in, which is really kind of nice. Also can access your songs, photos, and easily access profiles from here. So right now it's in a silent profile. We'll just click down and then we can click again to get normal. Also at each of the panels you'll see access for the soft keys changes. On this panel it brings up settings. When you move up to photos, you can see it brings up all the photos. You can also move left and right like I showed earlier, so we can get to the wireless manager. Now, unfortunately there's no Wi-Fi in this device, so you're just turning on and off Bluetooth in the phone, which effectively puts it into airplane mode. Start menu, bring that up here. By default, brings up your 9 most recently accessed applications. You hit the left soft key again and it takes you into the full menu. Unfortunately, you're not able to reorganize the menu at all, although it does work in landscape mode. So you can't create new folders even though there are folders here. It's just not that flexible. You can, however, add speed dials for applications, which is kind of nice. And of course you can do speed dials for contacts as well.